Isn't shaming men for being virgins actually objectifying women in a way? Isn't shaming men for being virgins actually objectifying women in a way? It gets better though. At the same time we, as a society, are telling men they should be getting laid. We're telling women to keep their legs closed and shaming them for promiscuity. So who are those guys supposed to be fucking? It's all just a bunch of outdated, toxic bullshit. That's a good point, and I never really thought about it that way. I just don't pay any attention to people, posts or comments who would even say things like that tbh. More or less yes. Society goes, men shouldn't objective women, and then turns around and goes, lol, he isn't banging a ton of women. What an incel loser. It's been a serious uphill battle trying to send the message through media that being a virgin is not a bad thing for men and losing it doesn't define manhood. That was the message in the film, The 40-Year-Old Virgin. Despite that film, some movies and shows still make low-hanging jokes about male virgins. Yes, it's totally conducive toward the whole, how do I get one of those things to have sex with attitude that some young boys seem to have. I came ready to refute it. But, yeah, that is what it's about. Showing your manliness in being able to seduce a young woman. 'Cause if girls don't want you, you're obviously not much of a man. At least where I'm from. Makes sense. I always thought of that insult as implying he is unattractive or doesn't socialize. Also in nature, failing to find a mate is indicative of poor genetic traits. I can see your point though. While this thought makes sense, most of the time people use these kind of insults impulsively and without thought. Just to get back at someone. So they'll pick whatever comes to them first in mind. I'd go further and say in some cultures women don't want to date men who are inexperienced, but at the same time society looks down on men for sleeping around. So you want men to get good at sex without practice? Personally, I think that virgin lol mindset is not that he cannot conquer women, but more, he's undesirable, unattractive to the point that no one will sleep with him. But I can definitely see where you're coming from. Both genders get shamed for being a virgin. Women also get shamed for not being a virgin. It objectifies everyone. I thought it was more making fun of them for being a virgin because that means no girl wanted to have sex with them. Like they aren't desirable or likable to the women. Not about not being able to conquer women. Kind of in the same way people might get made fun of for not having friends. Not saying that you should make fun of people for being a virgin or not having friends. You should not. But I feel like when most people do insult them for it, it's just saying, damn, you are that unlikable? Quote. Losing their virginity is immense pressure for men in Western countries. Not in Asian countries. No one cares here if you are a virgin or not. You are more or less right. Is there not that pressure in your country? It's a competition. Always has been. There is nothing wrong or right. It is the nature of human beings. To get anything of value we to compete. Money, status, food. No matter what. You can't run from it. You will see the same thing in animal too. That attitude definitely objectifies women. But it's also fairly outdated. I finished high school 20 years ago, and even back then no one thought it was unusual to be a male virgin. It's one of those things you see on the internet that rarely happens in real life. Yup. Funny how everything circles back to misogyny. This is a fucking obvious logical conclusion, but somehow so few people realize it. I always thought that calling someone a virgin would point out the fact that they can't be in a relationship with another person, mocking their inability to be liked by someone else. You could also mock a woman or a gay man for being a virgin. Objectifying man. But I think it refers more to the fact that the insulted person is unable to become likable, attractive, a trait that is so desired in our society nowadays. You were so close, but you missed the target. It doesn't objectify women. It objectifies men. Objectification of women would be placing their value on something like their body and beauty. This is placing the value of men on their ability to attract women. Ergo, objectification of men. This is bad in itself. You don't need present it as sexism against women to show that it is bad.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Objectification is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.